To put trash in the spotlight, two social change adventurers walked 3,000 kilometers in 7 months. Micheal and Camilla Howard's trek along the coast started in Alexander Bay in the Northern Cape and ended at Cozy Bay on the Mozambican border. Back in Cape Town, they share more about their extraordinary experience.
By doing something bold, we drew people's attention to what we were doing, we drew media attention to what we were doing, and we helped to create awareness of South Africa's litter problem. And we didn't want to just play lip service to the problem, we actually wanted to do something about it. So we walked with 100-litre bin backpacks strapped to our backs, and we collected litter along the way. We organised community beach cleanups. We invited members of the community to come down and help us collect this litter. And at times we collected up to nearly 2 tons of litter in these cleanups. Throughout the 7 months we collected just over 7 tons, 7.2 tons in fact, of litter. And if you can imagine how much volume that is when the majority of litter we are collecting is plastic, it's quite impressive.
The reason we chose the coastline is because in Joburg the litter was disgusting, really, really bad. And actually most of it ends up in our rivers and makes its way down to the coastline. So that's where we see it, that's where I see it living on the coast. So that's why we chose the route. It's also the most beautiful part of our country, and we got to walk it and live it for 8 hours a day, every day for 7 months.
So although we walk the coastline of South Africa, this is a national message. We are calling on South Africans to change their behaviour and to clean up. There's a great theory called broken windows that started in the States, which states that if you keep an area well maintained, you can keep it free of crime and other social ills. And the philosophy behind that is that if you create disorder, people feel that they can do whatever they want in that space. So you drop a piece of paper, you see somebody else drop a piece of paper, it creates a chain reaction. And those chain reactions create greater social ills and can lead to crime. So we believe by cleaning up South Africa, we can make it a safer place to live in.
People that don't look after environments, that leave papers everywhere else, invade other people's space, it's really disrespectful, and it's trying to get kids early to promote green education and teach them from a young age that they need to look after their environment. It makes them better citizens.
Believing that education is the cornerstone of a cleaner South Africa, the duo visited schools along the way. They highlighted the negative impact of litter on the environment, as well as the importance of creating a culture of recycling in South Africa.
So we set out with some clear goals. We wanted to collect 7 tons of litter, and we managed to exceed that. We collected 7.2 tons of litter with the help of the community, with our followers on Facebook and on Twitter. It's very difficult to quantify awareness, but through the interest that we received through the media, I think we've achieved what we set out to do in terms of shaking South Africa and say, listen guys, we've got a problem, we need to do something about it, and please all you help us.
It's quite easy to get overwhelmed by the things that you can't do in life. You know, you're only one person, and you've got to just kind of pick one thing and not let all the things you can't do stop you from doing the things you can. And for us it was litter and seeing it in our beautiful spaces in our country that we love, and it was something that we could do quite easy. We could come up with this awesome epic adventure and make a real tangible difference on the way.
I think if more people took action against the things that they felt strongly about, we could make South Africa a better place to live in.
The journey continues as Trekking for Trash is also raising money for entrepreneurial skills development in waste management. Visit trekkingfortrash.coza to help make a difference.